Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. This week I'm having another bit of a play with some molds that I made from stamps, and I'm putting them on a vase which I had previously experimented with the baking soda and citrus paint, so it's really quite textured, very lumpy. I have actually gone in and tried to even out some of those lumps with some air dried clay, but not too much, just to add it, you know. So what I'm doing now is I've pushed the air dried clay into the mould, and I'm just putting some glue that I'm going to stick the air dried clay on with. I should say this was a green vase, and I have gone over with a layer of white paint. So I'm just pushing it into the vase quite firmly because I want it to stick. I'm being very careful not to push out or crush the actual feather indentation of the stamp. So I'm just really doing the edge, pushing it into that, into the glue and into the pot that's there already. The glue, I put a little bit much glue on. It is making it slippery, but that's okay. It'll still work fine. So you can see I'm pulling it away so it's well blended. So that's another reason why I did some clay underneath it, so it does actually blend in quite nicely to that that textured surface. So this did take a while to dry because, as you can see, that stamp is quite a couple of mils thick, and in some areas it did actually lift while drying, but I just glued it down again and it was fine. And once the layers of paint and all the other textures layers went on, it was as good as gold. So you can see where I've put the air dried clay over top, and where the baking soda paint was. So you can see a little bit of cracking in there. I'm not too worried about like that. As I said, by the time I get all the other layers of everything that I'm putting on top, it's just going to add to it and it's not going to come off. These were a couple of discounted vases. Oh, there's a bigger size, that's why I say a couple of vases that I picked up at Spotlight. They were down to half price, and I thought they'd be an interesting shape to have a play with. And yeah, I haven't done the other one. Maybe I should do a pair. That's a good idea. So I just left this to dry, and the footage that I did of adding this crackle finish wasn't very good, so I haven't used it, but all I've done is I've gone over with a layer of the Sonyas. I was not particular in any way that I put it on, and it has got a nice crackle finish, but I really wanted larger cracks because I wanted to use them in another project, but that hasn't happened no matter how I put it on, so that's a bit of a bummer, but never mind. So this is a alcohol ink, I think it's called Brass, that I'm rubbing in, and it turned out really well. In the past I've always used this kind of gold or a burnt umber or sometimes even a black, but the black especially can be quite harsh, whereas the gold doesn't seem to be as in your face harsh as the black is. Naturally it depends what colour surface you're going on to as well. So here you can see the vase with all the gold finished into the cracks. Yeah, I was relatively happy with how it turned out. I did actually go over the top of that just to see what it looked like with a whitewash, but the gold actually looked better. So thanks for watching, and please leave a comment below if you've got any questions. Thanks, bye.